Hey everyone! Today we're talking about one of the most mysterious people in the Bible, Melchizedek. His story is short, but it's really important, and he connects to some big ideas in religion. So who was he? Let's find out. Melchizedek first shows up in the Bible as the king of Salem and a priest of God Most High. In Genesis 14:18-20, he suddenly appears, bringing bread and wine to Abram, later called Abraham, and giving him a blessing. In return, Abram gives him a tenth of everything he has, like an offering. What makes Melchizedek so interesting? Well, he was both a king and a priest at the same time. That's rare in the Bible because usually, those jobs were separate. Later this becomes really important in Christian teachings. In the New Testament, the book of Hebrews compares Jesus to Melchizedek, calling Jesus a high priest forever in the order of Melchizedek. This means Jesus, like Melchizedek, was both a king and a priest, someone with a direct connection to God, outside of the usual religious system. But here's where things get even more interesting. People have different ideas about who Melchizedek really was. Some Jewish traditions say he was actually Shem, the son of Noah. Others think he was an angel, or some kind of divine being. Some believe his story was added later to make the Jerusalem priesthood seem more important. And then there's the idea that his name, Melchi means king, plus Zedek means righteousness, might have been connected to an old Canaanite god. Psalm 110:4 also mentions Melchizedek, saying, "You are a priest forever, in the order of Melchizedek." This one sentence has led to lots of discussions about who he was and why he matters so much in both Judaism and Christianity. The Dead Sea Scrolls even describe Melchizedek as a powerful heavenly being, almost like an angel or a divine judge who will return at the end of time. Some people see him as a hint of Jesus before Jesus was born, while others think he was just a real person whose story grew bigger over time. And he also plays a big role in Christian beliefs, especially in the New Testament. The book of Hebrews talks a lot about him, saying Jesus is a priest forever in the order of Melchizedek, quoting from Psalm 110:4. That's important because it means Jesus, like Melchizedek, has both kingly and priestly authority, but not in the usual way priests did back then. Even before Christianity, Jewish writings from the Second Temple period were already making connections between Melchizedek and the Messiah. Some ancient texts, like the Nag Hammadi library, even describe Melchizedek as Jesus himself, someone who lived, taught, died, and rose again. In this view, Melchizedek isn't just a historical figure, but a priest-king who will return to bring peace and justice. The book of Hebrews reinforces this idea by calling Melchizedek the King of Righteousness and King of Peace, titles that also fit Jesus. Some Christians believe that when Jesus said, "Abraham your father rejoiced to see my day," he saw it and was glad. He might have been hinting that he met Abraham, possibly as Melchizedek. Not everyone agrees on what Melchizedek represents. Some see him as a symbol of Jesus, like a preview of what was to come. Others believe he was actually Jesus appearing on earth before his time as the Messiah. The way he gave bread and wine to Abraham has also been linked to the Christian practice of communion. Different Christian traditions honor Melchizedek in various ways. In Catholicism, his name appears in an important prayer called the Roman Canon. He's also remembered on August 26th in the Roman Martyrology. The Eastern Orthodox Church commemorates him on May 22nd, and 2 Sundays before Christmas. In the Armenian Apostolic Church, he's honored as one of the Holy Forefathers on July 26th. Protestants, following Martin Luther's teachings, generally believe Melchizedek was a real historical person who also represents Christ's role. Some theologians even think he was an Old Testament appearance of Jesus, known as a Christophany. In the Latter-day Saint movement, Melchizedek is mentioned in the Book of Mormon and is key to their priesthood structure. Joseph Smith established 2 priesthoods, the Aaronic and the Melchizedek. In Latter-day Saint beliefs, the Melchizedek priesthood is the higher authority, linked directly to Jesus. This priesthood includes roles like elder, high priest, patriarch, 70, and apostle. It's considered a special responsibility given to those who are called to serve. Islam doesn't mention Melchizedek in the Quran, but some scholars have linked him to Keter, a wise and mysterious figure. In Ismaili Islam, Melchizedek, called Malik as-Salam, or King of Peace, is said to have initiated Abraham into prophethood. Some Ismaili writings from the 1300s even claim that Melchizedek will return as a divine judge to reveal hidden spiritual truths.